Well, my wife will be getting a $65 pair of shoes here soon. Split the pod. So there's a lot of drinkers here. I decided to cut back on my drinking. I decided to only drink on my friends' birthdays. Between my wife and my 365 friends on Facebook, they're all real proud of me. Because, you know, weird things happen to me when I drink. I'll give you an idea. Me and my wife, we went to Waffle House after a long night of drinking, and I sat down and got my food, and I went to put pepper on it and dumped pepper all over my plate. Just the top. Somebody twisted the top of it, you know. And I didn't want to ruin it, so I picked it up and I blew it off. Right in her face. Wasn't even thinking, man. Yeah, it's true what they say about pepper. It really does make you slap the crap out of your husband. And you know the way it goes. After a long night of drinking, I had to go to the bathroom and make a deposit. And get in there, and man, I had to go so bad I didn't even notice there wasn't any toilet paper. But there was a newspaper, and it quite literally saved my ass. I mean, have you ever wiped your ass with a newspaper? Or is that classified? I got back to the table, told my wife that joke, and she, nothing, dead silence. Yeah, she was being a real obituary about it. Yeah, I quit smoking about a year ago. It'll be 4 days, it'll be a year ago. And thank you. Since I did that, I wanted to go to the gym and work out and try to get in shape. And I get there, and I figure I'll just get on the treadmill, run for like an hour and stare at some chicks, you know? Not for me. It doesn't happen. Things like that doesn't happen to me, you know? Like, the only thing I could stare at was a fat guy in the corner doing sit-ups. That's it. And you could see his taint, like, on every upswing. And I know it's gross, but I couldn't take my eyes off of it. It kind of reminds me of going to the zoo, you know? And, you know, you go by the elephants, and I mean, you got to look at their turds, right? I mean, they're huge. They're sweaty and stuff. And, you know, I look at this guy's taint like I would look at that turd, and I'm thinking, man, I wonder what that smells like. That thing sure is sweaty. I would love to trip somebody face first into that. And I get grossed out by that finally. I go over and I lift some weights, you know. And I figured something out about my body. I can either lift a lot of weight or I can hold in a fart. Both is not happening. And mine stink, folks. Generally they stink. I don't know, drinking and a Waffle House. I think they should have something for that nowadays. They should have like a odor-eating anal suppository. You know? Kind of like a Tic Tac for your butt. You know what I mean? Just knuckle deep. That's all you got to do. I even got, you know, there won't be any like inconvenient moments on an elevator. Your friends won't have to roll their window down real quick in the car. You won't have to hit the lock button and make them all throw up. You know? It's just a horrible mess. I know the way to market it. They can market it as Rebreeze for $19.95. But I'm honest. When I fart, I'm honest. I claim it. You know, I'm just an honest guy. People are like, I don't do it. Me, I did it right here. And you know, just to give you an idea of how honest I am. Me and my wife were shopping at JCPenney's because I want to split the pot for two. And I heard a voice behind. She was shopping for a dress at JCPenney's. I heard a voice behind me saying, "Man, I wish there was somebody here that could give me an honest opinion about how I look in this dress." I turned around and said, "I think you look like shit. That dress is all wrong for you. The color makes you look fat. You just need to take that off and get out of here. Now, stop crying. You are a grown man." Again, I'm honest, you know. I've never been in a threesome. Never been in a monogamous. I know that some people, who cares, right? But the closest I've ever gotten was I got a blowjob from a woman with dentures. She nibbled on my ear at the same time. It was cute, you know. I liked it. But I'm a classic guy, you know. I like that kind of thing, you know. I like classic movies, the way they were meant to be watched, you know? Like, I like to take the VHS, put it in, dim the lights, get some popcorn, some candy, a box of tissues. I mean, you know what it's like. I mean, when you're watching Robin Hood, you need some tissues. Speaking of throbbing, does anybody use Viagra in here? Nobody? I see some wisdom in here. There's a lot of wisdom. Nobody uses Viagra? What? Have you seen the latest Viagra commercial? One, there's no women in the commercial at all. Which, I mean, I guess there doesn't have to be, but, I mean, what are you using it for? You know? But it depicts guys doing things they would not do if they just took Viagra. I don't understand it. Like the first guy, he's saddling a horse. Okay, Brokeback situation, I understand. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But the second guy, he's going out to surf. I mean, the first step, you got to run out to the waves and then doggy paddle. Unless there's a hole in the board, that ain't working. You know what I mean? Like a little surfboard rudder. I don't know. And the last guy kills me. He's jogging on a back road by himself, wearing a Speedo. Really? You're going to do that in a Speedo with a torpedo? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And it just reminded me of, like, I don't know, I like to prank somebody with Viagra, you know? I'm not going to get into that, but I'm a prank kind of guy. I'm not even thought of a prank yet for it, but give you an idea of some of my favorite pranks. I like to line the bottom of the bathtub with Vaseline so that when you kind of step in, you saddle the tub. It works, man, I'll tell you. I like to put Icy Hot in my wife's loofah, kind of get it all over herself. It burns. I like to put ghost pepper extract in mascara. Kind of makes your eyes look like two lips, you know, when they swell up over that, you know, red. My personal favorite, though, is mixing Nair with shampoo. That one gives me a little street credit, though, because it makes people think I'm still with her, even though she's got cancer. But we do good. Me and my wife, we've been together for 5 years this year, and I remember when we were first going together, we were at Circuit City, and get in there, and I'm walking around there wishing I had a rebreeze, and get in there, I get a call from my mother-in-law. She's like, "What are you guys doing? You should be here by now." I'm like, Circuit City? She's like, oh, and hung up the phone. I didn't think nothing. I'll get over to her house later, and she's giving me the evil eye all day long. I'm like, what the hell's going on? She's like, how dare you talk to me like that? I am your mother-in-law. You hung up on me while we were shopping at Circuit City. She's like, oh. I thought you said sucking titty. I'll leave you with this one. I got a weird family, folks. We was playing catchphrase. Does anybody ever play catchphrase? It's a family game. It's a fun game. You get a word, you get this thingamajig, and you get a word on there, and you got to get people to say that word without actually saying that word, right? And I get it, and motorcycle pops up. I'm like, yeah, I got this in the bag, right? So I say crotch rocket. And without missing a beat, my elderly aunt's like, tampon! Thanks, guys. I'm Goober.